Edu and Toyota. Let's go places.
It is the home stretch in Major League Soccer for the Los Angeles Galaxy as they continued their late season push for the MLS Cup playoffs. Live from Dignity Health Sports Park right here in Carson, California. It's the Galaxy taking on the visiting Montreal Impact. Hi everybody, great to have you along wherever you may be here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles, and what a difference 10 days can make. You may remember and harken back to that heartbreaking comeback that wasn't to be following a 4-3 defeat away to the Seattle Sounders. But what did the Galaxy do? They picked themselves up, revamped, and put in one of the best performances in over 20 years of soccer with a resounding 7-2 win here in Carson on Sunday night at the expense of Sporting Kansas City. The Galaxy with a huge lift and an absolute demolition. More importantly, they put themselves right back into the playoff picture coming into tonight on 45 points, firmly lodged in the 5th position after climbing 3 spots with their 14th win of this season. However, a lot of unfinished business. The Galaxy, after scoring 7 goals for the first time since 1998, know they have 4 games left on the campaign. This, of course, the last encounter against an Eastern Conference opponent, one that has never won in their previous trips to Carson. So the happy hunting, long may it continue for LA Galaxy and its supporters. But the Galaxy feeling very buoyant, and very good reason. It wasn't just the outburst, but it was the manner in which it was done on Sunday, coming back from a goal down. The first time ever in MLS history that a club has scored 7 goals, coming back from a goal down. And, of course, 6 of those coming in the second half, led by none other than Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who had yet another hat-trick for the Galaxy, upping his season total to 26 in 2019 in just 25 games. And, by the way, setting a single-season record for the LA Galaxy, eclipsing the total of 24 previously set by Carlos El Pescadito Ruiz back in 2002. But it wasn't just Zlatan, as he had some help from Seba Lletget as well as Joe Corona and Uriel Antuna. They're going to need more help tonight. When we return, we'll take a look at the Impact, their playoff hopes, and a big coaching change, and hope they salvage something from the season for their sake. Plus, we'll have a look at the Modelo starting lineups. It's the Galaxy and the Impact. The pregame show rolls on here on Galaxy Radio.
Since 1889, Shasta Soda celebrates 130 years of flavor.
There's no fooling. Shasta's the cat's pajamas.
Extra, extra, Shasta now in cans.
Pass me the Shasta, Daddy-O.
Far out, Shasta's groovy.
Get down and boogie with Shasta.
Like Shasta is totally tubular, dude.
Shasta's all that in a bag of chips.
Hashtag Shasta is lit.
No matter how you say it, for 130 years, it just has to be Shasta.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Galaxy fans, the 2019 Corvette Z06 will power you ahead of the pack. San Manuel Casino is giving away a brand new 2019 Corvette Z06 every Thursday in September. Use your Club Serrano card at your favorite slot machine or table game for your chance to win the Corvette engineered to be the most thrilling car on the road. San Manuel Casino. All thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and the battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs. Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
It's time for superior performance, for unmatched reliability, for big savings on the best-selling cars in Southern California. It's time for Toyota's Clearance Countdown. Take advantage of great deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, and the rugged Tacoma. If you're looking for the best offers, your timing could not be better. But hurry, Toyota's clearance countdown won't last forever.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com. We make it easy on you. Toyota, let's go places.
And we welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park here at Carson, California. Just a little over 17 minutes until kickoff between the LA Galaxy and the Montreal Impact. Happy to have you along here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles. And while the Galaxy really got that monkey off their back the last time out with that win over Sporting Kansas City and their first win in 5 games, it's a Montreal team that is really reeling right now. Look, they're only 3 points adrift to that final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference, but this is a team that is reeling after some poor results, finding themselves off the back of consecutive defeats and 3 losses in their last 4. The form book really gets worse when you look at it a little farther back. They've only taken 4 points from a possible 28 on offer, and most recently losing to the lowly FC Cincinnati expansion team last weekend at home by 1-0. The good news for them is they can only go up from here. Things got so bad, in fact, about this time last month, they bid adieu to their head coach Remy Gard and brought in the former Houston Dynamo man, Wilmer Cabrera, who had only been fired 8 days prior by the Dynamo, and he will steer the ship for the rest of the campaign. But it hasn't been a good start for the Colombian head coach. Just 1 win and 3 defeats in his first 4 games. It's the manner of these defeats that really troubles these Montreal supporters. It's a team that hasn't scored in their last 2 games. The attack has had trouble igniting, and you couple that with the fact that 3 of their best players are unavailable tonight, in Ignacio Piatti as well as Bojan Krkic and Max Urruti, their top goal scorer. Well, it could be troublesome right now tonight for Montreal as they take on a Galaxy team exceptionally confident after their biggest win in quite some times. More troubling is the cohesion that the Galaxy are starting to show right now. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Christian Pavón, as well as Uriel Antuna coming back from international break, had that full week of training behind them, and boy did they come together, especially after a halftime against Sporting Kansas City. And it's very nice to have that trio of Jonathan Dos Santos, Joe Corona back in the first team fold, as well as Sebastian Lletget. However, it's not all rosy news right now, as Rolf Feltscher is out with suspension, while Fabio Alvarez is out with a calf injury for the 2nd straight game. And the Galaxy, of course, still without the services of Roman Alessandrini, who misses out through a long-term injury. The good news, though, for him is he is back to full training with the team, coming back just this week, and is targeting perhaps a mid-week return away to Real Salt Lake. All right, we're going to step aside, keep it right here. When we return, we'll break it all down with the Modelo starting lineups. Plus, the first half kickoff coming up around the corner. It's the Galaxy and the Impact, and it's next here on Galaxy Radio.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and the battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs. Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause, Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Toyota's 2019 clearance countdown is on, which means now's the time for incredible factory cash back on our most popular models. Get $3,500 back on the Avalon and the 86, $3,000 on Tundra and Avalon Hybrid Electric, $2,000 on Camry and Prius, $1,500 on a Camry Hybrid Electric or Toyota CHR. But hurry, Toyota's clearance countdown ends soon. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from 2019 new car dealer stock by midnight September 30th.
A car's value is more than its price tag. That's why every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. Toyota Care covers factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Plus 24-hour roadside assistance and lockout protection. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. See dealer for details and exclusions. And drive with peace of mind.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
And we welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park here in Carson, California, the home of the LA Galaxy, trying to improve on a record that has seen them come in with a convincing 14 wins, but along with that has been 13 defeats. Which LA Galaxy is going to show up tonight? Consistency has been a problem for them as they seek back-to-back wins in MLS competition, going all the way back to April, when they managed to defeat Philadelphia and Houston, part of a 5 consecutive game win streak. They're trying to get back to their early season form, which saw them as the best team in Major League Soccer, and indeed, now is the time to do so. Speaking of time, it's time to take a look at today's starting 11, presented by Casa Modelo, home of Especial and Negra, quality beers since 1925, and we begin with Guillermo Barros Esqueloto and the LA Galaxy, and they will make just one change from the team that absolutely destroyed SKC, and it comes at right back. Suspended is Rolf Felcher for yellow card accumulation, so the 18-year-old Julian Araujo comes in for his first appearance since that catastrophic mistake against Seattle earlier this month. He's at right back with Daniel Steres recalled to partner Diego Polenta in the center of defense. And right back for the second consecutive match is Dave Romney, as Jurgen Skelbeck will drop to the bench. It's the same midfield trio with, of course, Jonathan Dos Santos, Joe Corona, and Sebastian Lletget given a freer role operating behind that front three, with Uriel Antuna recalled on the right-hand side. Christian Pavone, what a burst of energy and a revelation he's been since his signing 7 games ago from Boca Juniors. And up front, who else? A man that needs no introduction, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, currently second in MLS right now with 26 goals in 25 games. And get this, just a couple of weeks, he will turn 38 years old. The man is a marvel. In total, since his arrival last April in 2018, he's amassed 48 goals in 52 league appearances, an absolutely astounding total. And once again, Zlatan at the forefront of everybody's mind. How will they stop Zlatan Ibrahimovic? It really is going to be the question for a Montreal team that has struggled defensively. You look at them in terms of numbers and goals allowed, it really has not been a pretty picture. 57 goals allowed, 6 more than the LA Galaxy, and first and foremost for them, they want to shore things up at the back, but going against one of the best strikers of a generation is not exactly an ideal circumstance. Wilmer Cabrera appointed amidst a little bit of controversy. It caused a few eyebrows to be raised after the dismissal of Remy Gard, but in comes Cabrera, who really had a hard time with the Houston Dynamo after being appointed back in 2017. This year, things got really bad. after a run of 4 consecutive defeats and only taking 9 wins from their first 26 games. Houston bid adieu to the former Chivas USA manager, and will he find better fortunes north of the border? That remains to be seen. They're still in the thick of the playoff hunt, coming in on 37 points, 3 points adrift to that 7th and final spot in the Eastern Conference. So the Galaxy going up against a caged or cornered animal of sorts. At this point, the Galaxy can ill afford to drop any points, especially against an opponent they can ill afford to underestimate. It happened against Colorado earlier this season. They do not want to do the same thing this time out, as the focus for Guillermo Barros Escaloto is more about points at this point in the season than it is about performances. The Galaxy do not want to fall off the pace, especially with Portland on the outside looking in and the race so very, very tight in the Western Conference. Was a bit of a reprieve earlier this evening for the LA Galaxy. Their Wednesday hosts, Real Salt Lake, were away to the New England Revolution earlier today, and Bruce Arena, well, doing his old team pretty much a favor, holding Real Salt Lake to a goalless draw at Gillette Stadium, and that is seen Real Salt Lake jump up to 47 points through their first 31 games, and meaning the Galaxy do have a game in hand, but still a lot of work ahead. They can move as high as the third position tonight if they can take maximum points and get those back-to-back wins, and that remains to be seen. It's a good one tonight. It's the Galaxy taking on the Montreal Impact, where it has not been a happy hunting ground for Montreal. And their 3 previous trips to Los Angeles, they've lost twice and drawn once. The last time they took a share of the points, you have to go back to their inaugural campaign back in 2012 when David Beckham got the equalizer on a free kick in the second half following an early first half goal from Davy Arnaud. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll have the first half kickoff. It's the Galaxy and the Impact tonight on Galaxy Radio.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu. And Toyota. Let's go places.
What you doing, Dad? Just adding to my Shasta Can Pyramid, son. A monument to the awesomest moments of my life. Here's the Tiki Punch from Summer Vacation 92. Oh, and the can of black cherry from the day you were born.
Can I help?
Sure, kiddo.
No. Oh, boy.
And these are the Shastas as the day we started rebuilding my Shasta Pyramid. Shasta, family trusted since 1889.
And there when you celebrate life's moments.
It has to be Shasta.
Want more for less? Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig, all with free nationwide talk and text. Call 855-535-7732. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 855-535-7732. Savings based on comparison of single-line unlimited plans amongst major national carriers as of 10/21/18. Visit Spectrum.com for offer restrictions and details.
Galaxy fans, the 2019 Corvette Z06 will power you ahead of the pack. San Manuel Casino is giving away a brand new 2019 Corvette Z06 every Thursday in September. Use your Club Serrano card at your favorite slot machine or table game for your chance to win the Corvette engineered to be the most thrilling car on the road. San Manuel Casino. All thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and a battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs. Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
It's time. Time for superior performance, for unmatched reliability, for big savings on the best-selling cars in Southern California. It's time for Toyota's Clearance Countdown. Take advantage of great deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, and the rugged Tacoma. If you're looking for the best offers, your timing could not be better. But hurry, Toyota's Clearance Countdown won't last forever.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
And we welcome you back to Dignity Health Sports Park here on Galaxy Radio as LA gets set for their 31st match of the season. Just 5 games left, including tonight. And indeed, time is now for the Galaxy. Make that 4 games, folks. Happy to have you along, Christian Miles. With you for all the action is the Montreal Impact are in town for their first and only meeting against the Galaxy. The Galaxy really fancying their chances. They've won, of course, the last time out in Montreal last May, a match that saw Zlatan Ibrahimovic sent off for a slap of Michael Petrasso. Ola Kamara getting the only goal 15 minutes from time, and that coming off a 2-0 win the year prior on the last visit for Montreal to Carson. Roman Alessandrini and Jermaine Jones on target in that one. But the focus now is looking ahead here for the Galaxy. 14 wins, 13 defeats, and 3 draws, and it's a team that's amassed 49 goals, but they've also allowed 49 goals. It's been a little bit Jekyll and Hyde and a little bit unbalanced here for head coach Guillermo Barros Escaloto, but he does remain exceptionally optimistic. In fact, after that 7-2 thumping over Sporting Kansas City, he stressed the importance of results. He says, hey, it's going to be a difficult test here against a Montreal team that have their backs against the wall and fighting for their playoffs. But he also said he felt that his team deserves a little bit better from the last 7 or 8 games. The result not exactly reflective of our play after that tough loss in Seattle and an earlier defeat to DC United. The time is now, and can they match those performances to the results is the question against a Montreal team that is very much depleted without the services of Max Urruti, Ignacio Piatti, and Bojan Krkic. So a whole host of changes tonight for Wilmer Cabrera, who brings in Rod Fanni for his MLS debut in the heart of defense, along with Amar Sejdic, the former University of Maryland product, operating at the top of that diamond, and Lassi Lapalainen coming in for Urruti to lead the line. The Finn has been fantastic with 4 goals in 8 appearances. Of course, coming over on loan from Italian side Bologna. If you have a screen in front of you, it will be the Montreal Impact in their black and navy blue, kicking from left to right. The Galaxy looking to improve upon their home form here, looking for victory number 11 in 16 games. They've lost on 4 occasions and drawn 1, and we are underway here from Carson as Montreal start us off. A former French Manchester City man, Bakary Sagna on the right-hand side, but gives it away, and Pavone is in behind the French fullback. He's got some space, forcing Fanni to cover, and right off the bat, a bright start for a re-energized LA Galaxy team. Pavone's cross takes it on deflection, and the second ball, and calmly played out of the back, which seems to be all the rage right now in world football, and it's not very well executed as Corona gets it back and finds his way to Seba Lejet. Jet re-energized as well. His first 2-goal game for the Galaxy on Sunday night. A much-needed strike for him, bringing up his season total to 3. The Galaxy circulating it back now for Diego Polenta, the Uruguayan. It's that same partnership at the back alongside Daniel Steres as Pipo Gonzalez rides the bench. Lovely back heel from Pavone, sets it up for Corona. The Argentine is on side here on the left-hand side. It's a good-looking cross. Arriving is Ibrahimovic. Courageous stuff there from Evan Bush to push it away from Zlatan. He met that challenge head-on and paid the price. And Montreal able to get it back. Not exactly the most convincing of records here for the Impact, who, after a win for Atlanta and a 1-1 draw for Columbus away to Vancouver, have slipped down the pecking order just a bit. New England getting a point, meaning now Montreal 4 points adrift to that final 7th place and final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Good effort from Lapalainen, and has it played off by the teenager Julian Araujo. The 18-year-old deputizing for the suspended Rolf Felcher and making his first appearance in a couple of games for LA. Throw in for the Impact. This team that's really struggled defensively. We mentioned the 57 goals, not exactly setting the league alight. And work it back to Rudy Camacho, their French central defender. Switches it out on the right-hand side for his countryman, Sagna. Such a long pedigree, but a little long in the tooth as well at 36 years of age. Good movement from the rookie Sejdic on his debut, and it's played off Diego Polente. It'll come out on the near side for a Galaxy throw. No goals in the last two games for the Montreal Impact. It's been 233 minutes coming into tonight without a goal since Max Arruti last struck at a 2-1 loss, a 2-1 victory over Vancouver. First shot takes a deflection, and it came off of Margie Akwankwo. The save was made by David Bingham, but it was offside against Akwankwo, the Nigerian. He pushes up a little farther up in a 4-4-2 diamond tonight for Wilmer Cabrera. The 4-3-3 in effect for Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. Jonah Dos Santos operating at the base of midfield as that proverbial shield in front of that Mac 4. The Galaxy once again going with the same scheme, pushing their fullbacks very high. Tonight it's Araujo and Romney. A little bit of a change after we've seen a lot of Rolf Felcher and Jorgen Skjelvik. It'll switch out here for Romney. He does well to keep it in on his first touch. So back-to-back starts for David Romney. As Pavone drops into his own half, cleaned up and mopped up very well by Joe Corona. Near side for the Galaxy. Locates Pavone. It's been a real spry and effervescent start for the Argentine winger. Ibrahimovic coming back from an offside position, but a little too late as a flag goes up against the big Swede. Montreal very careless in possession here in the first 5 minutes as the Galaxy have stormed out of the gates. Ball up to Ibrahimovic, clever back here for Joe Corona. Bursts into the box, squares it across. Ibra! Saved by Evan Bush and cleared away by Rudy Camacho. Wonderful interchange of play between Corona and big Zlatan Ibrahimovic. They got the penetration, but it all stemmed from some careless giveaways in the center of the park by the Montreal Impact. And the first opening salvo tonight from the Galaxy by who else? Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Big save for Evan Bush, who saw more shots than any goalkeeper last term, not quite as many this term. That title goes to David Bingham, who's been the busiest goalkeeper in Major League Soccer, having made 132 saves, while the opposition amounting to 180 shots. Not a good sign. Sagna can't keep it in, so a throw in just in front of Guillermo Barros Esqueloto and his assisted Gustavo and Dominic Kinnear. Galaxy with a good start here. Possession exactly hasn't been their forte as of late. Did have 57% of the ball against Sporting Kansas City in a second half that saw them run riot for 6 goals in the final 45. It was night and day. Remember, that one was 1-1 heading into halftime on Sunday night. Can they build from that is the question and establish consistency at a time when they desperately need it. Romney on the near side. As Corona drops in for support. Partnered tonight by Jonah Dos Santos. Those two had a great understanding earlier this season. Falling out of a little bit of favor, especially after the arrival of Fabio Alvarez. Stepping in is Daniel Steris. He's gotten back into the good books of Esqueloto. Preferred tonight to Pipo Gonzalez. Here's Pavone trying to pick out Ibrahimovic. Seen too well by Rudy Camacho on that back 4. Once again, carelessly, charitably given away, and it's Polenta trying to play it directly up to Uriel Antuna, chested down now centrally by Sebastian Leggett supported now. Here's Araujo, acres of space, good-looking cross. Down goes Antuna, and all eyes to referee Kevin Stott, who is not at all interested in that. In recent weeks, the officiating has been immensely criticized after some questionable and controversial calls for the Galaxy in that loss on September 11th to the Colorado Rapids. And of course, the last time out against Sporting Kansas City. Zlatan Ibrahimovic denied what was an obvious penalty after being tripped up inside the box, but none given. Easily forgiven, however, given the large margin of win. Montreal back in possession now, working it wide on the left-hand side. Here's Daniel Lovitz, the 28-year-old American. They'll work it now through Samir Taider, the French-born Algerian. Operates as one of the fulcrums in the center of the park. Here's Sanya. Nice little burst forward as Taider now plays it up for Orji Akwankwo, the young Nigerian. Good support here by Samuel Piet. They work it out wide to the fullback Lovitz as they look to create those overloads. Sanya, as it's recirculated down to the right-hand side. Little space for Romney. Flag is down Sanya's cross, and it's good coverage. That time from Diego Polenta, who slides in. First corner of the match. And it's going to be a throwdown for the Montreal Impact. Deep inside the Galaxy defensive third. Taider on a clever back heel. Sanya, flag is down. Great looking cross. It's there. And it was the cross that picked out Orji Akwankwo. And Akwankwo's header just high, but what a delivery from Bakary Sanya. It was a delicious ball whipped in by the French fullback. And a chance that goes begging, as Akwankwo would love to have it back. Clever stuff between Taider and Bakary Sanya to free up the Montreal defender. And ample space for a lovely delivery, but it's the Galaxy trying to hit on the counter now. Pavone slides it through for Ibrahimovic. Flag is down. Ibra looking up. Chips one in, it's a palmed away, volleyed by Araujo, and wide of the target as he arrived on the right-hand side. So a stretched opening here on the 10th minute as the Galaxy looking to return fire on the counter-attack. Team that's looked deadly on the counters and also vulnerable as well. A nice scoring. 23 of their 49 goals from open play this season. Corner kicks and dead balls have really been an added dimension as well. As Amar Sedjic loses out, Lapalainen trying to slide it through for Akwankwo to no avail. It's won back by Jonah Dos Santos, who provides the steal in midfield. It's a nice little thrust forward from the Mexico international. Comes back into full fitness now, a week of training under his belt after a busy international schedule. Flag is down now for Akwankwo. He's got a step on Daniel Steres, and it's a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Akwankwo looking up hopefully to referee Kevin Stott, who on his 349th appearance, once again, not awarding the penalty kick. Here's Pavone, meanwhile. End-to-end stuff to begin here. It's a quick-fire, rapid tempo. Romney into the Montreal half. Ibrahimovic dropping wide and deep on the left-hand side as Corona squares it centrally for Leggett, who switches it out wide to the right-hand side. This is Uriel Antuna going to work. The overlap is there from Araujo. He'll need a good cross. It takes a deflection, sails right over the head of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but retrieved by Romney. Pavone. Caught in possession, not too many times you say that, but the Galaxy keep it on a heavy touch from Akwankwo. Galaxy 4 points and 3 victories better than they were at this stage of 2018. Bad news for them is they've lost 2 more games and they've scored 2 fewer goals. Galaxy at this stage, the last time out, 41 points in their first 30 games, on 45 tonight. Chance to move level on points with Minnesota United. Possession given away and claimed by Piet, the 24-year-old Canadian. They've been sloppy in possession. It's once again generous on their behalf as Leggett gets it back, but it's cross-headed clear. Drops to the feet of Corona now. On the turn is Pavone, who's tucked in centrally. And it's once again defended, this time by Fanny, the Frenchman making his debut. 2 debuts tonight in the first 11 for Montreal from Sedic and Fanny, who come in favor of Yuki Fatala, as well as Bojan Krkic, Piatti, as well as Maxi Aruti, all left back in Montreal, not making the trip due to injury. It was a Montreal team that was involved in the midweek in the Canadian Championship match first leg, in which they won 1-0 over Toronto FC. Busy time of year as it comes out of play. Hey, soccer fans, want to make history with us? The 2020 LA Galaxy season ticket memberships are now available. Season ticket members receive the best seats at the best rates, exclusive access to Galaxy players and alumni, plus invitations to members-only events and much, much more. Secure your memberships today at lagalaxy.com/since96. 14th minute, still no goals between the Galaxy and Montreal. Bright start for the Galaxy in the first 10, but Montreal slowly growing into this game. Haven't had any chances as of yet, however. Polenta in possession in his own penalty area as the Galaxy look to play out. Ball out of the back, trying to pick out Ibrahimovic. It drops to the feet of Sedic. Tidied up by Piet, who did really well now. And space opens up. Lapalainen dropping into the gap between midfield and defense, and it's Lapalainen! Oh, David Bingham had it on the line, but it took an awkward hop in front of him. Maintained his focus for his first save of the night. And the first shot on target for the visitors. Bingham, one of those underrated goalkeepers. You think of premier goalkeepers, his name not exactly at the top of the list, but if you look at the performances this year, yes, there have been a few errors, but he's been remarkably consistent considering how busy he has been. That save, by the way, a league high, his 133rd this campaign through 31 games. Galaxy once again with that aggressive tactic and no real change in approach tonight from Guillermo Barros Esqueloto. Pushing those fullbacks high, as I mentioned. Polenta locates Pavone, once again tucks in centrally, operating just behind Ibrahimovic, but it's a wrong decision. Pavone thought he was going to make the outside diagonal run, but it's won back by Jonah Dos Santos. He's a buzzsaw tonight. Looks up for the fight. Romney wide on this near side. Overhit cross. Antuna trying to latch onto the end of it. It's the second ball controlled by Ibra at the top of the penalty area. Trying to reverse it through. Back for Pavone. Calls his own number, but it's blocked that time by Rudy Camacho. Here's Araujo. Pavone is hovering in between the lines. Locates Sebastian Leggett. And Uriel Antuna. A lot of navy blue and black behind it. Squares at the top of the area for Joe Corona. Got his first goal since signing from Club Tijuana back in March. His first foray ever into Major League Soccer for the San Diego native. Pavone locates Ibrahimovic, who drops in. Does like to drop into those deeper roles at time. It utilizes fantastic distribution abilities. Nice tidy 1-2 game with Dos Santos before it's steered away to safety by Montreal. Comes out for Romney. And Polenta now joining in. Setting up camp inside the Montreal half. Hits the long ball, but it was mishit by the Uruguayan. And easily underneath it is Evan Bush. One change for the Galaxy, their usual 4-3-3 setup. Julian Araujo coming in for the suspended Rolf Felcher. For a yellow card accumulation. He is expected back for the trip to Real Salt Lake on Wednesday night. Okonkwo dropping it back. Fani now locates Safir Taidu, the Algeria international, and it's a slide rule pass right on the money for Sanya, who runs onto it. Reverse ball, Sadic squares it. Beautiful build-up play here for Montreal. Will there be an end payoff? No, says Sebastian Lletget, who wins it back. And a chance now for Los Angeles to counterattack. It's come out on the near side for Pavone. Got a lot of navy blue and black in front of him. Nobody making themselves available on the right. Pavone eventually makes the run. Araujo on the overlap now, joining in. And his cross takes the block. He does get it back, the chip in. And a little casual back there as Fani gets a foot to it. Corona tries to dig it out. And Montreal bending but not breaking as they are able to regarner possession. 11 wins, 5 draws, and 16 defeats for the visitors. Only SC Cincinnati have lost more games. This season. Still in the thick of the hunt, however. They're level, Montreal, with the Chicago Fire. Chicago goalless earlier tonight against Cincinnati. 7 games on the MLS docket here on Saturday. A big one tomorrow in the Western Conference as Portland take on Minnesota United. Sebastian Lletget can't control it. It's a high line right now as Montreal get it back. Locating the likes of Chamit Shom, the Canada under 23, operating on the left-hand side of that midfield diamond. Here's Camacho, working up for Daniel Lovitz. Takes up the left back duties for Wilmer Cabrera. The big switch now for Bakary Sagna. Some of this passing in the center of the park has been spot on here from Montreal. Just lack that penetration. Piet, a dangerous ball as Antuna ghosting into the Galaxy, able to get possession back. Sebastian Lletget sending it back to his goalkeeper. 20 minutes in. David Bingham, no goals here at Carson. Happy to have you along on Galaxy Radio. Christian Miles, match day 31 for the Galaxy. Coming into tonight on 45 points. LA, that's 2 adrift of Real Salt Lake. A chance to leapfrog their Wednesday hosts with their 15th win of the season this evening. Cooled off just a bit after what was a promising start. It's a diagonal ball to the corner. It's Okonkwo. And once again, Montreal starting to open up this Galaxy defense. It's always going to be a tough angle. Just inside the right hand side of the penalty box for Okonkwo. He's been a bright presence and playing a little more advanced than we saw in that disappointing loss to SC Cincinnati last weekend. First touch just getting away from the young Nigerian. Didn't help that he had Dave Romney and Uriel Antuna bearing down. Good backtracking that time from the Galaxy and defensive recovery. And Antuna now slipping in behind on the right-hand side, squares it out in front for Ebro, tries to touch it back for Pavone to no avail. It falls to the feet of Tyder, who's really an ample distributor of the ball. Has good support behind the number 6, Piet. Araujo just inside the halfway line in the Montreal half. Locates Dos Santos. This is Lletget, supported by Corona. Does all the dirty work for Los Angeles and does it to very good effect. Pavone looking for some magic out of those sweet Argentinian feet. Dave Romney trying to apply it himself, but not exactly his forte, and possession conceded back. The Galaxy getting a little careless with the ball in the attacking half. It'll come out here for a Montreal throw-in and a change of shorts right now from Orji Okonkwo. Not sure exactly as to why, but some fresh britches. Trying to keep those legs fresh, perhaps. Who knows? So Okonkwo is being ordered back by the 4th official to check back in when the referee says so. It's temporarily Montreal down to 10 men after Kwanko came out and had a quick change of wardrobe. Here's Sanya's throw, chested down by Lapalainen, who couldn't control it in the end. Done now. And it's Leggett. Locates Corona. All the way back for Daniel Steres, who recirculates it through Julian Araujo. Araujo on the burst. A nice little run here from the teenager. Squares it, Pavone. Wide open space. Pavone fires, and it's blocked by Fanny. Appeals for the handball, and none given by referee Kevin Stott. It's Pavone right back on the march. Locates Leggett. It's a heavy touch that takes the USA International wide. Pavone not shy about taking on all comers, but how about the defensive work back there by Safir Taidu? Really looked the part, actively involved Taidu early on. Leggett locates Romney. Galaxy signaling their attacking intentions as Pavone drops his shoulder, heads to the byline, the cross to the far post. A little overcooked, but tracked down on the right by Uriel Antuna. Antuna off that goal and confident last week against Sporting. Long searching ball, but underneath it is Daniel Steres. So much work for a lot of these Galaxy defenders, especially centrally for Polenta and Steres, as the fullbacks really push high up. A lot of defensive responsibility, and at times it's been one of the main culprits and reasons why the Galaxy have been exceptionally fragile and vulnerable on counterattacks. Pietz. Sadic, great first touch from the German-born American. Leaves it for Lapalainen. Drifts past midfield, Lapalainen calling his own numbers. Second ball drops for a Kwanko. Got a lot of work to do. Leaves it, Lapalainen shot. Takes a deflection off of Polenta, and it will be a corner kick for Montreal. Sports fans, do you want to live out your dream of being a professional soccer player? The Galaxy Fantasy Camp takes place coming up on September 27th through the 29th at The Dig. Guaranteed to provide a lifetime of memories. Registration includes a customized home and away LA Galaxy uniform, 3 days of pro training, access to locker rooms, tickets, and an LA Galaxy match, plus much, much more. You can sign up now at youth.lagalaxy.com/fantasy camp. Corner kick on the 25th minute here from Montreal. They'll bring up the tall timber as Fani comes forward. And it's the delivery, takes a bounce. Unbelievable how Kwanko didn't latch onto it. Might get another chance at it. It's flicked on and just high by Camacho. Not the best of set-piece defending on that corner that time by the Los Angeles Galaxy. And despite that immense scoreline last week, there were vulnerabilities in that Galaxy defense. Better teams would punish the Galaxy for a slight bit of ineptitude at the back. Nevertheless, when you score 7 goals, it kind of glosses that over. Here's Ibrahimovic. Corona wide. Antuna puts his head down, but just gives it straight away to Chamit Shom. It's been the brightest of starts for the young Mexican starlet. Dos Santos, though, able to nip away on 36-year-old Bakary Sagna. Burst onto the scene first with Auxerre in France, then moved over to Arsenal, where he won an FA Cup with Arsene Wenger's team, made a name for himself, and part of that 2010 French World Cup team that really disappointed everybody, and a walkout led to France being dumped out of the group stages. Flag is down. Corona just on the edge of the box. He'll need the cross, and last-ditch defending to just get a foot in. Lovett's there defensively for Montreal now. It's dug out for Tiger. This is Piet. High pressure now from Los Angeles as we head into the 27th minute. Looking for our first goal of the evening. Tiger. Promising prospect. Is Safir Tiger. Tough to call him the prospect though. 9 goals under his belt at 27 years of age and a full-fledged Algeria international. He'll switch it out wide on the right for the Frenchman Sagna, but asking too much of his 36-year-old legs, and so it will come out of play. Hey, soccer fans, the Galaxy is proud to announce the installation of 4 safe-standing supporter sections at the Dignity Health Sports Park North End ahead of the 2020 MLS campaign. This new supporter section will provide supporters groups Angel City Brigade, the Galaxy, and as well as others the space to create the best atmosphere in Major League Soccer. To secure your spot or learn more, visit lagalaxy.com/safe-standing. Promising work here, and it's Araujo's delivery cut out by Fani. Cross just a little bit late in arriving, but Ibrahimovic applauding the effort of the young teenage fullback. Big night tonight, as it is always for a young teenager to get the start. The 4th of Araujo's MLS career. It is 13th of the season. Oh, and it's a clever run from Antuna. Pulls it back from the byline, but Fani once again correctly positioned. Corona hooks onto it. Pavone at the top of the box now. Enters the box, slips it to the left, pulls it back in front of Bush, who gets a hand to it, spills it. No one making the run to tap it in on the second ball, and the spilled save by the Montreal keeper. They look to hit. Speaking of getting hit, it's a collision of the 2 number 8s as Jonah Dos Santos brings down Tider. He's very slow to get up. It's going to be a yellow card to Jonah Dos Santos as well. And he will receive his 5th booking of the season. Tough there that time for Jonah Dos Santos. Despite this being his 5th booking, due to the MLS bylaws and rules, not necessarily meaning he is suspended for the Wednesday trip to Real Salt Lake. Nevertheless, the first caution of the evening tonight for either team. It's an energetic start from the Galaxy in the first 10 minutes, but a half an hour in, even Stevens. Montreal looking for their first ever win in Los Angeles against the Galaxy. It's been 7 years since they took a point way back in their inaugural campaign. Okonkwo is tripped by Polenta. Free kick deep inside. An attacking third for Montreal. The flag had gone up. It's going to be a free kick here for LA. So it was a chorus of boos, happy times. Okonkwo cannot believe it. Causing a bit of consternation from everybody. There was a hand on the back from Polenta that caused the Nigerian to fall, but it was right in front of the referee's assistant. Put his flag up. So Corona now locates Araujo. What a find he's been coming through the youth ranks. General Manager Dennis DeClosa, a big believer in youth, saying there's an abundant source of it here in Southern California, and it's starting to bear some fruit. Here's Pavone, drops his shoulder deep inside the box. It's Pavone, supported. Jonah Dos Santos takes a deflection. Ibra! Yes! Zlatan Ibrahimovic does it again. A half an hour in. It's the LA Galaxy 1, the Montreal Impact 0. Goal number 27 as he moves to within 1 of the MLS scoring leader, Carlos Vela. His 11th goal in his last 7 games, his 4th in his last 2. Once again, it's Ibracadabra to the rescue. Perched right on the edge of the 6-yard box. It couldn't have fallen sweeter for Ibrahimovic, who scored in much more difficult circumstances during his incredible career. So the Galaxy in pole position here. Goal number 27. So the ball now in Montreal's court. Of those 27 goals, a little statistical side note, 21 have come from open play. So a slight delay. Not exactly sure as to why, but referee Kevin Stott has called it quits here for a moment, and there's going to be a check. It's going to be a VAR check, and what is he reviewing? Was there a handball? It might have come off the hand of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So we'll see what they decide here. Interesting stuff as Kevin Stott ordered to review it by Edvin Jurasevich and Joshua Patlak, who are the video assistant referees tonight in the booth. So all eyes on Kevin Stott. The goal will stand. That is the ruling from the experienced MLS referee, and you can hear it from the applause. When they deliberated the handball, it appears that it could have been perhaps the only incident in question. Vindication for the Los Angeles Galaxy. And an all-important goal for LA. Victory tonight would mean they would jump up to the third spot. More than that means, folks, it would be 2 points adrift the Seattle Sounders, but perhaps more importantly, if you can finish in those top 4 spots in the Western Conference due to the new revamped playoff format, the first playoff game would be played here in Carson. Oh, and it's a great setup play for Lapalainen as it was dragged back by Okonkwo. But the Finn hit it first time, but couldn't quite catch all of it. Tried to left foot volley. Just got away from it. I see Lapalainen with 5 caps for the Finnish national team. As I mentioned, already with a hand in 5 goals in this his 9th appearance since coming over on loan from Italian Serie A side Bologna. Close ties, in fact the same ownership group, Saputo ownership group, also in charge of Bologna, but it's a long ball played out of the back. The flag is down. It's Zlatan, just wide. Should have done better, and he knows it. 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't bet against it, and he puts it home, but there's that one chance out of those 10 that came true as Zlatan fails to hit the target. Very disappointed in himself, and it should be 2-0. It was a beautiful ball out of the back, and to be honest with you, it would probably have been offside. Referees' flags and the assistants' flags stay down. And that is the mandate throughout the world, is incidents like that can be reviewed by VAR. Not wanting to get it wrong. Early flag offside. Move dies, and it's unreviewable. Remember the 4 criteria: goals, penalties, red cards, and cases of mistaken identity. Sanya back in possession inside the Galaxy half, locates Taider. He's been very tidy in possession. Fun player to watch. Distributes it to the left fullback, Lovitz. Midway into the Galaxy half, touched by Sadic. Here's Piet. Fani now. And lodged off of Okonkwo is Junior Dos Santos. He's done yeoman's work, mopping it up in the center of the park tonight. Flying into challenges, winning balls, and initiating the attack. He's the linchpin. And he's been that way since his arrival 2 years ago from Spanish side Villarreal. The Galaxy back in possession. Less than 10 minutes until halftime. Here's Polenta on a gallop, sends it to his left back, Romney, who hits the first time cross. Arriving is the speedster, Uriel Antuna. Ibrahimovic dropping into a deep roll. Challenged that time by Chom. Sammy Piet able to get it back before Lovitz gives it a ride down the left-hand touchline, where Daniel Steres will adroitly send it back to David Bingham. I like the look of this Galaxy team. All of their opponents from the Western Conference tonight, the only exception, with 4 games remaining in the MLS campaign. The time is now. The Galaxy, masters of their own playoff destiny. They've called the prospect of missing out on the playoffs virtually unthinkable for a 3rd consecutive season. Something that's never happened in Galaxy history. Araujo trying to work it down the line and just mishit by the young teenager. And a lot of the fanfare was surrounding Efrain Alvarez. Of course, naturally, a lot of the attacking players take the plaudits and grab the headlines, but Araujo has made more appearances than Alvarez, and clearly more impact as well on the first team. And here comes Pavone on the burst, taking on a trio of defenders. Good recovery at the back. Still Pavone, though, to keep possession. Wonderful strength along with feet. Leggett squares and rocked back on their heels are Montreal, but they're able to make the clearance. Camacho there defensively for the visitors. Near side throw in just in front of the Montreal bench. Here's Joe Corona. Serves one up for Ibra. Good knockdown header. Takes a bounce into the gloves, though, of Evan Bush. Fun game. No shortage of chances. Open. Something that really favors the nature of the LA Galaxy. They want to go end-to-end. They want to open it up and attack, create those overloads. Chom just plays it out. Poorly done. Remember, Chom, one of the youngsters, part of that Canada under-23 setup, but on his 26th appearance this season, he's gotten full taste of the top flight. Leggett just inside the halfway line, trying to pick out Ibra. Cleaned up in the center now. Araujo's drifted into a playmaking role of all people. Pulls it back. Wise decision as it's sent out to the left-hand side for Christian Pavone. The overlap from Romney pulls it right back. Great delivery from Romney, trying to pick out Antuna. But it was the defense to the rescue, and it was Lovitz who got to it first to steer it to safety. The Galaxy still applying the pressure. Polenta for Corona. Just in front of that midfield. Araujo once again cuts it on the inside. Antuna heavy on that first touch. Just got away from him. Drops to Leggett inside the box. Supported by Joe Corona, who hits it first time. Trying to pick out Ibra. Well, brought down by the former Ajax man. Plenty of space. Leaves it out in front. Antuna wheels around. Takes a bop. He had all kinds of time and space enough to wheel around and set it up on his preferred right foot. Almost like he would in a game of kickball as a youngster. My goodness. It's got to be better than that, though. It really does. Antuna will wish he had it back. Galaxy lacking a little conviction in front of goal. Not to the same degree we saw in the second half on Sunday night, but 7 times have an MLS team recorded 7 goals. As I mentioned, it's the first time an MLS team has come back from a goal down to score 7. Galaxy doing it for the 3rd time in their history, and their first time since 1998. And here's Christian Pavone on the edge of the penalty area. Slips around Fani, the cross sent high past Ibrahimovic. Tracked down by Uriel Antuna, who's supported by Araujo. Galaxy looking for that second goal. Make matters worse just before halftime. 3 minutes and change until the interval. Pavon. He's been the architect. Romney. Good delivery, but underneath it, once again, is Camacho, and it drops to a very deep-lying Lassi Lapalainen, who just turns around and gives it to Sebastian Lletget. Very poorly taken. Tries to win it back, gets a foot in, and Montreal do just that as they look with a head up and trying to hit on the break. Polenta beating Okonkwo to it. And well played by Diego Polenta, who's assisted by David Romney. Dos Santos. Stepping in is Sonia, trying to keep on the attacking pressure. They haven't been able to sustain it despite some good moments of possession. Montreal have given it away for Antuna, and it's an offside flag against Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Just mistimed his run slightly. Keep it right here on Galaxy Radio coming up at the break. I'll keep you updated on all the scores elsewhere around Major League Soccer, and we'll break down all the stats and more. The halftime show coming up here on Galaxy Radio. 1-0 to the Los Angeles Galaxy. The goal scorer is Zlatan Ibrahimovic with 31 minutes on the clock. Tighter though, trying to level matters for Montreal. Here's Oji Okonkwo, who goes down under the challenge of Polenta and will get no favor from the referee's assistant. The linesman on the near side. Galaxy fans catch the last regular season match at Dignity Health Sports Park coming up on Saturday, September 29th at 7:30 to cheer on Ibra, Jonah, Uriel Antuna, and the rest of the Galaxy. They face off against Real Salt Lake for the second time this season. Hey, remember, the first 10,000 fans in attendance will also receive a special LA Galaxy team photo. Get your tickets now, lagalaxy.com/tickets. Sebastian Lletget, final minute, plus added on time as we wait confirmation from the fourth official. All eyes on Thomas Snyder on the near touchline. Here's Dave Romney. Serves one up, brought down by Antuna, who was trying to defer to Ibrahimovic, and it all just fell apart. Montreal says, hey, thank you very much, we'll take it. And here comes the counterattack. Tighter at midfield. Switches it out to the left-hand side to locate Schom. Schom with a lot of space. It is supported by Sammy Piet. Lovitz, meanwhile, goes to work. Perhaps one last thrust here, and a chance for Montreal. How dearly they'd love to get an equalizer and go into halftime on level terms. Confirmation from the fourth official, Thomas Snyder. There will be 3 minutes added on as we head into that allotted time presently. Left-hand side, Schom looking for options, well closed down. The Galaxy keeping it tidy and high. Cross a little bit deep, and underneath it is Bingham, who bobbled it. Was able to corral it in the end. Galaxy looking for their 9th shutout of the season. Last coming here last month at the expense of FC Dallas by a score of 2-0. Schom. Lapalainen flared out wide on the left-hand side, slips around Julian Araujo. Great feet from Lapalainen. Steris to the rescue. Ball took a deflection. It looks as though it came off of Steris, so it will be a corner kick right now for the Impact. So corner kick upcoming. The distributor, Tighter. Crucial moment right now. The Galaxy trying to remain resolute. Whipped in and headed away by Araujo. Brilliant stuff, and it could ignite the counterattack. The sweet feet of Pavon. He's wrong-footed. Piet. It's a 2v2 with Antuna. Ibrahimovic arriving. Pavon stopped cold in his tracks. Well defended by Daniel Lovitz. There's a foul as well, but the referee playing advantage. And Pavoma really wish he had that one back. And it's left a big hole on this left-hand side of the Galaxy midfield. Sonia filling it for Montreal. The second minute of stoppage time in the first half. Okonkwo trying to turn, not allowed the space by Jonah Dos Santos. Excellent strength from the Mexico international. Fortified defending from Jonah Dos Santos and shielding it from Chaume to win the free kick. Excellent work in midfield. If the Galaxy are to get that 9th clean sheet, good play from Jonah Dos Santos will be instrumental, almost vital to that. And there's an argument to be made in some circles, despite the exploits of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Jonah Dos Santos equally as important to their success. Don't tell that to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, though. Free kick for the Galaxy. And that's going to do it. Halftime in the books. Who else but Zlatan? There was a question of a handball, but he takes advantage of some poor defending. The Galaxy able to open up Montreal on frequent occasion, but just the one goal. And after 45 minutes at the dig, it is halftime. And the LA Galaxy lead it 1-0 over the Montreal Impact here on Galaxy Radio.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Over the course of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Hey, what you doing, guys?
Just remember in the 1980s, I'd sip on a Shasta Diet Grape, shredding at the skate park.
Shasta was around in the 80s?
That's right, Sonny. In fact, Shasta's been around for 130 years.
Wow, Grandpa, that's old.
You know, in my day, I'd enjoy me a Shasta Cherry Cola, listening to my favorite radio program.
What's a radio program? I'm more of a modern kid. I'll stick with my Shasta California Dreamin'.
From generation
to generation.
Celebrating 130 years of flavor.
It has to be Shasta.
Galaxy fans, the 2019 Corvette Z06 will power you ahead of the pack. San Manuel Casino is giving away a brand new 2019 Corvette Z06 every Thursday in September. Use your Club Serrano card at your favorite slot machine or table game for your chance to win the Corvette engineered to be the most thrilling car on the road. San Manuel Casino. All thrill. Details at sanmanuel.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal, your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Toyota's 2019 clearance countdown is on, which means now's the time for incredible factory cash back on our most popular models. Get $3,500 back on the Avalon and the 86, $3,000 on Tundra and Avalon Hybrid Electric, $2,000 on Camry and Prius, $1,500 on a Camry Hybrid Electric or Toyota CHR. But hurry, Toyota's clearance countdown ends soon. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from 2019 new car dealer stock by midnight September 30th.
A car's value is more than its price tag. That's why every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. Toyota Care covers factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Plus 24-hour roadside assistance and lockout protection. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. See dealer for details and exclusions. And drive with peace of mind.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. Shasta. Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy. It has to be Shasta.
And welcome back to Carson. It is halftime between the LA Galaxy and the visiting Montreal Impact. Guess who? Zlatan Ibrahimovic to the rescue for the Galaxy, grabbing his 11th goal in his last 7 games and moving to within 1 goal of the league-leading goal scorer Carlos Vela, as Zlatan able to put it away for his 27th strike of the season and taking advantage of a poor clearance from the Montreal Impact. His defense really has been left a little bit to be desired. Time now to take a look at the stats in terms of shots. The Galaxy with 8 opportunities, 4 of those on target. They've had 58% of the ball and created 2 chances. But funny enough, it's a Galaxy team that is yet to discover a corner kick here in the first 45 minutes. Guillermo Barros Escalota said at halftime, hey, it's all about finding that second goal right now and putting this one to bed and getting that all-important victory tonight. Time now for Shasta, the official soft drink of the LA Galaxy, with over 30 great flavors like grapefruit zazz, apple, tiki punch, strawberry, and California dreamin'. Shasta has a flavor for every Galaxy fan. This soccer season, it has to be Shasta. And one of the plays of the first half has to be that broken play by the Montreal Impact. It was a routine ball served in as Christian Pavon found all kinds of space on this left-hand side, but a failure to deal with it and allowing that penetration, ultimately costing the Montreal Impact that go-ahead goal. They had fired some salvos themselves. Coming closest was Lassi Lapalainen, who was turned away at the last possible moment. Okonkwo had some bright moments as well in the first half, but was unable to find the back of the net. And I'm sure that's foremost at the top of Wilmer Cabrera's halftime team talk. A little more conviction in front of goal. All right, we're going to step aside. When we return, we'll recap some of the other scores on a busy day in Major League Soccer. It's the Galaxy 1, Montreal 0 here on Galaxy Radio.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Hey, what you doing, guys?
Just remember in the 1980s, I'd sip on a Shasta Diet Grape, shredding at the skate park.
Shasta was around in the 80s?
That's right, Sonny. In fact, Shasta's been around for 130 years.
Wow, Grandpa, that's old.
You know, in my day, I'd enjoy me a Shasta Cherry Cola, listening to my favorite radio program.
What's a radio program? I'm more of a modern kid. I'll stick with my Shasta California dreamin'.
From generation
to generation.
Celebrating 130 years of flavor.
It has to be Shasta.
Want more for less? Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig, all with free nationwide talk and text. Call 855-535-7732. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 855-535-7732. Savings based on comparison of single-line unlimited plans amongst major national carriers as of 10/21/18. Visit Spectrum.com for offer restrictions and details.
As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, Southern New Hampshire University celebrates the goal setters and the goal getters, the hard workers, the fighters, and the up-all-nighters. At SNHU, we celebrate you. With flexible, affordable online courses and more than 200 programs to choose from, earning your degree is a goal you can achieve. Learn about SNHU's online courses at snhu.edu. Your celebration starts here. Visit snhu.edu.
It's time for superior performance, for unmatched reliability, for big savings on the best-selling cars in Southern California. It's time for Toyota's Clearance Countdown. Take advantage of great deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, and the rugged Tacoma. If you're looking for the best offers, your timing could not be better. But hurry, Toyota's Clearance Countdown won't last forever.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Now, so far, so good for the Los Angeles Galaxy. It's halftime here on Galaxy Radio. I'm Christian Miles in Los Angeles, looking for back-to-back wins for the first time since April. They're well on course to do just that, as Zlatan Ibrahimovic has them up a 0-0 over visiting Montreal. Let's check on some of the other scores. Justin Miram, Emerson Heinerman, as well as Gonzalo Martinez, good enough for Atlanta to get 3-1 win over San Jose. A big result for the Galaxy. And points lost for their Western Conference opponent. 1-1 between Vancouver and Columbus. Cincinnati goalless against Chicago. New England doing the Galaxy is solid as well. Goalless against Real Salt Lake earlier today. Houston 2-1 winners coming back from a goal down. Elise on target and Christian Ramirez after Orlando had been set on their way by Dom Dwyer early on. And it was Colorado coming back from 2 goals down to win 3-2 at Sporting Kansas City. And it's halftime across town, as the LAFC are currently trailing Toronto FC by 1-0, still with 45 minutes remaining in that one. All right, time for us to step aside one more time, but when we return, we'll get down to the brass tacks. Stay with us. The second half kickoff, the Galaxy and the Impact, next on Galaxy Radio.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Toyota's 2019 clearance countdown is on, which means now's the time for incredible factory cash back on our most popular models. Get $3,500 back on the Avalon and the 86, $3,000 on Tundra and Avalon Hybrid Electric, $2,000 on Camry and Prius, $1,500 on a Camry Hybrid Electric or Toyota CHR. But hurry, Toyota's clearance countdown ends soon. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from 2019 new car dealer stock by midnight September 30th.
A car's value is more than its price tag. That's why every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. Toyota Care covers factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Plus 24-hour roadside assistance and lockout protection. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. See dealer for details and exclusions. And drive with peace of mind.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its line. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and a battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs. Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife, nutrition for a better life, and Toyota. Let's go places.
Oh, listen to it. Just like Earth, Wind, and Fire, the Galaxy looking to dance in September. So far, so good, as the Galaxy well on their way for their second back-to-back win stretch this season, the last of which came back in April as the lights dimmed down at Dignity Health Sports Park. The Los Angeles Galaxy, match day 31, with it all on the line. Remember, just 10 days ago, on the outside looking in the MLS playoff race, and as of right now, should this result hold and other results go their way, they will move into the third position and putting themselves in pole position to qualify for the playoffs for the first time since 2016. This is Galaxy Radio, and I am Christian Miles, and no second half matters more right now, right here, than this one. It is the Galaxy looking to pull the wool over the eyes of this Montreal Impact franchise once again for the third time here in Los Angeles, ahead of a busy week for them. Coming up on Wednesday, it's a trip to Real Salt Lake, and then returning home on Sunday to host the already eliminated Vancouver Whitecaps before they wrap it all up on Sunday, October 6th, once again in Houston, as they look for revenge against the team that knocked them out in the last day of last season. Brighter fortunes ahead. Perhaps we shall see still some unfinished business as the Galaxy come out of the tunnel looking confident and feeling very good about themselves. I can tell you what a difference 10 days makes. The confidence was down. The body language was dour. It was all and out bleak for Los Angeles, but they've resurrected their own fortunes, grafted out a massive win on Sunday night, and now 6 days later, looking to make it victory number 15 on the MLS campaign and solidify their spots in the MLS postseason. It's as you were for LA, no changes from the first half. Likewise here for the Montreal Impact, as you were for the new head coach, Wilmer Cabrera, who's overseeing his 6th match in charge since relieving Remy Gard of his duties last month. Guillermo Barros Esqueloto, a manager renowned for being a thinking man's manager. And no doubt about his approach. It's all-out attack, either win or lose. And that's really reflected in the results this year for the Galaxy. Just 3 draws in their previous 30 games, 14 wins and 13 losses. They flat out go for broke. And indeed, the Galaxy have the look about themselves as being perhaps one of the most dangerous opponents to face in the postseason if current form holds and the Galaxy can qualify. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, once again, capturing the headlines with the only goal of the match, coming just past the half-hour mark, grabbing goal number 27 on the MLS campaign, closing in on Carlos Vela and the goal-scoring charts. Remember, it was a record of 31 set by Josef Martinez last year. Zlatan only 4 off the pace. We are underway. Half number 2 commences with the Galaxy. If you have a screen in front of you, kicking from left to right. Here's Seba Lletget locating Julian Araujo, who is the only change from the win over Sporting Kansas City, replacing Rolf Felcher, who misses out tonight through suspension and yellow card accumulation. He will be available for selection on Wednesday night. But so far, the youngster Araujo really holding things down well at that right back position. Steris flaring out wide in a central role as Jonah drops a little bit deeper. There's a little bit more defensive solidity to this team. As I mentioned, their last clean sheet coming back in August. Galaxy as a team conceding 49 goals in 30 games. Not auspicious by any stretch, ranking 16th in MLS coming into today's fixtures. Only the 8th best in the West. 0-1 back by Fani, who makes his MLS debut and hacked down by a man who used to play in France, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. A little extra shove at the end by Fani. Whatever's being said between these two. Ibrahimovic now squaring up, and those two come together on a chest bump. And will have to be separated. We'll see if referee Kevin Stott takes any disciplinary action. We know Zlatan is not one to shy away from the extracurriculars. Loves to trash talk. And he backs it up. Montreal start back up in possession. Squeezing the field is Araujo. He's left a big gap, however. And Chamit Shom only too happy to oblige, trying to fill that hole. Clever ball in for Safer Taider. Looking for options. Good movement off the ball from the Finnish striker, Lassi Lapalainen. Curls around, and he'll need some support. Great movement from Sedic. But the ball in the end, too heavy. But they are able to cut open part of that Galaxy defense, and that has to be alarming. Enough to bring Guillermo Barros Esqueloto off his bench, signaling, hey guys, let's settle down. Remonstrating on the touchline inside his restricted area. Here's Sammy Piet, playing that number 6 role tonight for Montreal, who were very careless with possession in the first half. See, with 52% of it. Wide on the right now. Once again, it's tighter, popping up everywhere. And that one's sent in, and beautiful, a strike. Unbelievable stuff. And Montreal on a hit that was flicked in by Lassi Lapalainen, and the Galaxy falling asleep defensively as Lapalainen grabs his 5th goal of the season. David Bingham irate. The Galaxy asleep at the wheel, and Montreal climb right back 1-1. The goal 2 minutes after halftime, as no one picks up an unmarked Lassi Lapalainen, who goes right in between the defenders. A defensive mistake, and the Galaxy at porous defending, the 50th goal they've allowed this year, and well placed, you'd have to say, by Lapalainen. The question and a hint of offside, but after reviews clearly on, so the goal will stand. My, oh my. Talk about a sucker punch when things are going swimmingly. So Lassi Lapalainen coming in for the injured Max Arruti, who did not make the trip through injury, as well as Ignacio Piatti and Bojan Krkic. Wilmer Cabrera forced to rotate his squad after featuring in the first leg of the Canadian Championship final this week. My goodness, what a shock to the system, and suddenly it got really quiet. Here it's Dignity Health Sports Park as it's burst open here on the near side. Pavone arrives on the right. He'll need a good cross. He gets it. Ibra wins it. Knockdown header. Antuna can't bring it down. Stabs it home, and he does it. It's Mexican magnificence. The second bite of the cherry for Uriel Antuna, and the Galaxy grab the lead right back on the 50th. 2-1 to Los Angeles. Fifth goal of the season for the Mexican sensation. On loan from Manchester City, but he's made a name for himself in the City of Angels. And the Galaxy seeing Montreal only level for a space of 2 minutes. It was a goal that was made out of the sheer graft as Pavone catches Evan Bush in possession. Crosses for Ibra on a lovely header, and Ibrahimovic will grab the assist for that. A big goal, a much-needed goal, and a tough one to swallow. If you're a fan of Montreal, Ibrahimovic, by the way, grabbing his 5th assist on that one. Uriel Antuna cleaning up the mess. So right back where we started. What kind of a response will we see out of this Montreal Impact team? Came out, all guns a-blazing at the beginning of the half. Knocking the Galaxy back on their heels with a surprise goal that caught everybody by surprise. But a swift retort by Antuna. tell you what a difference it makes to have a week of training under your belt. Galaxy look much sharper, more cohesive. There's been a continuing Achilles heel and bad theme. It's been the defensive shape of this team. Caught so many times on the counter. They've lost their concentration and lapses. It's almost Jekyll and Hyde. Guillermo Barros Escaloto is yet to really settle on an out-and-out first choice back four. Rotating people, Gonzalez bringing in Skilvek, dragging Polenta out to the left-hand side, bringing in Julian Araujo. It's good the feeling that he's yet to settle on his first choice defense. Here's Araujo making a foray forward. Good little run this. Swept away by Piet there, lacking any conviction on the clearance, and it'll drift out on the near touchline for a Galaxy throw-in. Wow. What a start to the second half. 2 goals inside the first 5 minutes. Araujo, supported by Leggett. He's got Ibrahimovic waiting, but that cross really lacked any quality whatsoever. It is sent out of play, and finally the Galaxy getting that corner kick. Near side now, and slowly walking over will be Jonah Dos Santos. Galaxy fancy their chances. They've scored 7 of their 50 goals from corner kicks this year. You wouldn't put it past them. They've got the targets with Romney and Polenta, and of course Ibrahimovic. Jonah Dos Santos, great delivery. Questions of a handball. Did it take a deflection? No call from Kevin Stott. Down goes Uriel Antuna. Play resumes. And no stoppage of play. I'm sure it's being reviewed by Edvin Jurasevich in the VAR booth right now. Wasn't handled inside the penalty area, and that's the claim by Guillermo Barros Escaloto. And now a whistle. And it does appear that Stott is in communication with Edvin Jurasevich. And perhaps the Galaxy appeals will be answered. He's already looked at one earlier, when it was also a question of a handball, and after communication with Jurasevich, Stott won't even look at it. So the goal and the penalty kick won't be awarded, and a chance for Montreal to get forward once again. Quanquo careless, and it's been a recurring theme. Leggett tidy, forward for Ibra. Oh, and he had one player to beat on the pass as he had Pavone streaking on the left-hand side. It's Ibra! Drills one right off the gloves of Evan Bush. He's still got it. Cocked and loaded. You wish he, of course, could have played that one through. He's still having words with Kevin Stott. He was adamant in his appeal to the referee that it was a handball. So back-to-back corners now for Jonathan Dos Santos on this near side. The test upcoming for Evan Bush. And he plays it right into the same area, batting around. And once again, Ibrahimovic appealing for the penalty kick. Was it handled? And it could have been funny. Did it come off of his left arm is the question. Once again, it's Stott conferring in his earpiece with the video assistant referee. Came off the flick, and it came off the shoulder, I believe, of Camacho in the end. No penalty given. On the ensuing corner, Polenta rises and heads it off target. Good sequence, what a flurry. So Montreal dodged the bullet. Interestingly enough, Kevin Stott not opting to review any of those on his video replay screen located at midfield. After conferring with Edvin Jurasevich as well as Joshua Patlak, who are overseeing matters in the booth tonight. Georgia Quanquo. One of those 7 holdovers from that loss to Cincinnati, and it's broken free on the left-hand side. Here come the Los Angeles Galaxy. Behind Christian Pavon. Zlatan Ibrahimovic with no support reverses course right off the head of Fani and flicked into the gloves of Evan Bush. Just no width down this right-hand side as Araujo didn't make the run. Times has been narrow from the Galaxy. Lack of attacking balance, you could say at times. You wouldn't think that would be the case, but it's Antuna who's slipped in, and it's Ibrahimovic going from long range. We know what he can do, especially here in Carson. Just ask LAFC. As that one pounded just wide, and the Galaxy peppering this Montreal goal right now. Far side corner kick. 58th minute. 2-1 to the Galaxy. Taken short by Pavon. Gets it back from Dos Santos and unleashes one just high of Evan Bush's crossbar. That one pulled up right from the training ground. Well hit. Execution was there, but the end product in the end just a little errant. What a revelation Christian Pavon has been. Comes over on loan for a free from Boca Juniors. No loan fee. They've got an option for a year extension. An option to buy him outright at the end of 2020. He's a guy that's had a hand in 6 goals in his 7 games since arriving. Already the leader in assists. Lovitz, meanwhile, gets it back midfield. Chamit Chom locates Lapalainen, the goal scorer tonight for Montreal. Lovitz. Good-looking cross, but overcooked. That one settles out of play, so now we've got a moment. Galaxy fans, you can catch the last regular season match here at the Dig on Saturday, September 29th at 7:30 to catch Ibra, Jonah Dos Santos, Uriel Antuna, and the rest of the Galaxies. They face off against RSL. First 10,000 fans in attendance. You'll also receive a special LA Galaxy team photo. Get your tickets now at LAGalaxy.com. Here comes Pavon, and a great save by Evan Bush. Leggett for Araujo. A great move. The Galaxy talked about their vulnerabilities on the counter. Exceptionally potent as well going forward on the throw-in. It's Antuna. Araujo. Just outside the box. Galaxy in the attacking third. Hit first time by Araujo. Low and hard off of Lovitz. And yet another corner as they begin to stack up for LA here in the second half. Soccer fans want to make history with us. 2020 Galaxy season ticket memberships are now available. Season ticket members receive the best seats at the best rates, exclusive access to Galaxy players and alumni, plus invitations to members-only events and much, much more. Secure your memberships today at galaxy.com/since96. Delivery headed clear by Fani on the corner, and the volley by Corona well high. Roaring to life. They wanted the second goal. That was the order of the day from Guillermo Barros Escaloto at halftime. Pegged level. Just 2 minutes into the second half by Lassi Lapalainen. The Galaxy with the answer moments ago from Uriel Antuna. The 22-year-old grabbed his 5th of the season. He is fouled by Taider, referee wanting no part of it. Montreal win it back. It's played into the path for Bakary Sanu. Doesn't quite have that extra gear that he had back in his Arsenal days. Lapalainen drifting in between midfield and defense, finding the gap. locates Lovitz. Good movement off the ball from the Finnish striker. Taidu. Reversing course. Switched out for Bakary Sagna, but underneath it is Christian Pavon doing the dirty work and able to win it back via the header for the pink-booted Diego Polenta. Heads up, try and look up for Ibra, but underneath it is Camacho. No one closing in though on Leggett, who has acres of space, locates Antuna wide on the right-hand side. Room to operate for the young Mexican, dummied by Corona. Inside now, and here comes Pavone firing, blocked by Piet, about 20 yards away. Now the first parts of the second half really continuing in the same vein as the first 45 minutes. It's been open, entertaining. Out of the high quality in the final third that we saw on Sunday against Sporting Kansas City, but the chances had been there as the Galaxy have rained down 14 shots, 7 of which have been on Evan Bush's goal. There's 2 on target for the Impact. Camacho for his partner Fani's. Too much space between those two. Don't know how much they've been playing together, as it's Fani's debut since his March arrival from French side of Marseille. Here's Lapalainen. Steering it into the Galaxy half. Lapalainen finds the gap once again, trying to play it through for Okonkwo. Good coverage, as Julian Araujo had to come across from his right back roll centrally to come in behind Daniel Steris and Diego Polenta to clear it. It's a far touchline throw-in for Bakary Sagna. Chamit Chom plays it for the former Manchester City man, who's onside. Has a good cross, takes a deflection for Sedic. And the Galaxy able to get it back. Looking to hit on the break now. It's ball to feet. Antuna for Corona. Polenta. As it weaves its way wide to the left. And the early ball taken by Pavone. Deflected into the gloves comfortably in the end for Evan Bush. Quick on the pitch out. Tyner strides unencumbered into the Galaxy defensive half. Lapalainen space, turns and fires right off the gloves of David Bingham. No one closing down the Finn. The Galaxy much, much too deep defensively. Midfield slow to push and close down that space. The Galaxy have not exactly been making a name for themselves in managing matches. Flag up, offside against Oji Okonkwo. They are prolific when they do score the first goal. 11 wins on those 13 occasions. Only lost twice when leading at halftime. But with this Galaxy team, you never know who's going to show up. Is it going to be the team that lost 1-0 here to Colorado on home soil? In fact, twice this season, or it's going to be the team that had that record-breaking performance on Sunday? Who knows? 2 wins in their last 9 games. That along with 5 defeats and 2 draws. Here's Julian Araujo. Antunes cross won't get his way to Ibrahimovic. The clearance from Fani as far as the feed of Leggett. Jonah Dos Santos. For his compatriot, Antuna did well to keep it away from Tyner. Diagonal in. It's Ibrahimovic trying to shield it away, trying to bring it down. Down goes Ibrahimovic. Clearly no foul inflicted upon the big Swede. He's very slow to get up. Might have been a hint of a handball as well. Here's Araujo trying to pick out Ibra. Interesting punch by Evan Bush. Kept in on that far side. Retrieved by Christian Pavon. Continues his run. Leggett with his back to goal inside the box. Opts for Corona. Pavon turns. Gets around one. Christian Pavon fires. It's the last minute deflection by Sammy Piet. Made it easy once again. Dwelling a little too long. Too many touches from Christian Pavon. technically blessed player, the 23-year-old Argentina international who featured in all 4 of the Albicelestes appearances at the World Cup in Russia last summer. Kind of disappeared from the scene at Boca Juniors, where he fell out of favor. Both the ownership and the coaching staff wanted to move, and in fact was frozen out of the team until his arrival. And that's, of course, coming early last month. So here it comes forward now. Sadic, Lovitz serves one up. Well defended by Romney, who did well to get underneath it. Throw in far side for Montreal. 68th minute as we hit the midpoint of half number 2. Happy to have you along here on Galaxy Radio. Galaxy leading 2-1. Both strikes coming from Zlatan Ibrahimovic as well as Uriel Antuna. Matters leveled and equalized for just a matter of 2 minutes from Lassi Lapalainen. So now we will see a switch here from the Montreal Impact, and they're going to bring Mathieu Coignier, an attacking midfielder who makes his 17th appearance, the Quebecois. So off goes Sadic, first change of the night, free kick. Meanwhile, Tider standing over, whips it into the area, header just wide by Camacho, who rose magnificently just on the edge of the 6-yard box. He'll be disappointed with that. Appeals for the foul from the Galaxy defender, saying, hey, we were pushed, but Galaxy have to be stronger on dead balls. Incredibly enough, directly from free kicks, not scored upon at LA, but on indirects, he conceded 3 times. See how Coignier slots in. Meanwhile, Ibra back to work down the left for Pavone, who keeps it from drifting over the byline. Good movement from Leggett. Nice square ball as Antuna was waiting for it, but it's steered away by Camacho. Drops to the feet of Christian Pavone with his head up. Ibrahimovic has drifted out to this right-hand side. Head up from him. Feints one, puts it on his left, squares it in front. Nice 1-2. It's Ibrahimovic. It was pure magic. It's still on for the Galaxy. And Evan Bush to the rescue to deny the Super Swede from point-blank range. What a save. My goodness. That could have been lights out and game over. Ibra has had his chances tonight, and you look at it, he should be on a hat trick. And the chance of the first half, beautifully played on a 1-2 by Pavone. Far side corner on the 71st. Diego Polenta, or rather Jonathan Santos, hits it on the in-swinger, sails over the head of Steris, and pops up and easily retrieved by Evan Bush. Tider. Coignier. Camacho. Inside his own half. Once again, just the synchronization between midfield and defense has really been poor tonight from Montreal, and it's allowed Antuna to break in, and it's Ibrahimovic on the tap. Once again denied by Evan Bush. Superhuman. Ibra back, fires at the near post, and that one held by Evan Bush, who's been very busy, and he is flat out keeping Montreal in this game, stifling Ibrahimovic on several occasions this evening. Simple tap, a beautiful ball across from Antuna, cutting right through the box. They live to fight another day, Montreal, but they are living dangerously. Piet for Coignier. He's done really well. Deft skill, but just a foot in that time by Joe Corona to win it back. Pavone looking to turn on Sagna. And it'll It'll come out here for a Montreal throw inside the Galaxy half on minute 72. Piet. The Galaxy defending very deep with 10 behind it. Ibrahimovic all alone up top on an island. Tighter for Lovitz. As the space fires the cross in, that one overhit. Really didn't appear to be a cross, didn't appear to be a shot. Almost caught in two minds by the Montreal fullback. Mathieu Chouanière from the Montreal youth system. As they look to develop that talent north of the border. Here's the aforementioned, who's drifted into a central midfield attacking role just in front of Piet. Almost the same tactical setup in that 4-4-2 diamond. Meanwhile, here comes Tider, a couple of step overs. Tider, good recovery defensively on the right-hand side by Julian Araujo, who in my estimation for an 18-year-old is one of the best teenage defenders in the United States today. And I'm sure he's popped onto the radar for Greg Berhalter. Of course, eligible to play for El Tri. In fact, has been courted openly by the Mexican national team, which has come out here and held conversations with Araujo about the prospect of playing for Mexico. Seen it time and time again. Same story with Efrain Alvarez, who's actually opting to play for the Mexico under-17s. Pavone turns. Drifts in that space between midfield and defense. Corona sprays it wide to the near side. Here's Antuna. As we close in on the final quarter of an hour, Antuna's cross headed down by Ibrahimovic, away by Camacho. Chouanière now finds his way to Lapalainen, and now a chance to break, and it's a 3v2. Lapalainen well weighted by the speedster Okonkwo, who's beaten Steris for pace. Okonkwo on that right foot tries to square it. Chouanière at the top of the box. Oh my. He made a pig's ear out of that one, didn't he? Ay, ay, ay. Soccer fans, the LA Galaxy is proud to announce the installation of 4 safe standing supporter section here at Dignity Health Sports Park in the North End ahead of the 2020 campaign. This new supporters section will provide all these supporters groups like the Angel City Brigade, the Galaxians, and others the space to create the best atmosphere here in MLS. To secure your spot or learn more, all you have to do is get online, lagalaxy.com/safe standing. Araujo, unencumbered, top of the box. Ibrahimovic, closed down by a sea of navy blue and black, and it all just goes astray. Ibra, despite the goal, not exactly having himself a banner night. That's 6 days after another hat trick, his third, by the way, for the Galaxy. And it's nicely played by Schoen. Good interchange with Lapalainen. And David Bingham is irate. He's got every good reason to be. Sometimes the Galaxy having those lapses in concentration, and it's Montreal just slicing right through the heart of that defense. Lapalainen's movement has been difficult for both Polenta and Steris to track. Third corner of the night for the impact. Far side. Looks as though it's going to sit up on the outswinger. And it's Tider to deliver. High arcing ball off the head of Sanya. Just drifted over it out of play. So it'll be a goal kick here for David Bingham. As I mentioned, 3 games left after tonight. Wednesday, a trip to Real Salt Lake. And it's back home to Carson next Sunday to take on the Whitecaps, who are already eliminated from the playoff race, before paying a visit to the Houston Dynamo. It's going to be a fascinating end to the Major League Soccer campaign. Schoen for Piet. Could spell this from Montreal. Chouanière. Oh, he's done well to round Jonas Santos. Oh, and it's Dos Santos, the clear foul, just on the edge of the box. He's got to be careful. He's already carrying a booking tonight, Dos Santos. Putting himself in unnecessary peril, but in the end, perhaps a wise choice. It was a clear path to goal for the Quebecois winger. He's made himself quite useful since coming in. So the Galaxy, they get set for the free kick. Trying to line it up. It's man marking inside the box. Tyder standing over, going to the far post and arriving with Sagna, but it sails over the head of the French fullback. And a goal kick for David Bingham. Hey, sports fans, do you want to live out your dream of being a pro soccer player? The Galaxy Fantasy Camp takes place on September 27th through the 29th at Dignity Health Sports Park. Guaranteed to provide a lifetime of memories. Registration includes a customized home and away Galaxy uniform, 3 days of pro training, access to locker rooms, plus tickets to an LA Galaxy match and much, much more. Sign up now at youth.lagalaxy.com/fantasy camp. Goal kick upcoming. On the back of the Galaxy on the attack at Santuna. He's in, trying to chip Evan Bush, and just too high. Looking for the brace. Lovely play. Had the understanding. I believe with this setup with Dos Santos and Corona providing much more of the steel in midfield, it utilizes the attributes of Sebastian Lletget and put his passing to work. Very good effect. Such a good distributor of the ball. He's not going to go back and track back and win it. Yes, he can do it, but it doesn't suit his strengths. Sagna, meanwhile, plays it wide on the right-hand side. Okonkwo makes the run. Clement Bahia, and checked in the Cameroonian for his 10th appearance to shore up things on the right-hand side. And Chaume has gone to the bench. Second substitution for Montreal. See if he can provide that width. Second touch now for the African. Good interchange. He locates Lapalainen. It's the United Nations out there. The French, the Algerian, the Finn. And of course, a lot of international appeal to the game north of the border. You see it with Toronto FC as well. Big Italian influence with the Saputo group that owns Italian Serie A side Bologna. Lovitz now for Safer Tyder. He's that number 8 tonight. Box-to-box presence. He locates Sagna, who's made a forward run on the right. Lots of space given to him by Dave Romney. He's only 36, but Romney is clearly going to be beaten for pace if he's trying to square up to the former Arsenal man. Lapalainen lifts it out. Bahia on the touch, a throw in now for Bakary Sagna and company. On the cusp of losing their third straight. 10 minutes to go in this one. Fani plays it up to the Montreal substitute. Here's Bahia, locates Tyder on the edge of the box. Closed down well, and how about a super slick tackle as Diego Polenta just picks the pocket of Tyder, but possession all too short-lived. Turned forward by Sammy Piet. They'll work it back to Fani on his debut in the diagonal for Lovitz. Adroitly headed into the path for Okonkwo, who's come over to this left-hand side. He's got the support of the fullback Lovitz. Good spell this as they sustain the pressure in search of that equalizer. Questions of a handball. Referee didn't see it. Antuna gets to it now. Lovely first touch from Ibrahimovic, but a second touch a little heavy from Lletget. And Montreal keep it. Piet inside the center circle. Less than 10 minutes left. Lapalainen drifting into a deeper role. Locates Sanya unencumbered. Tyder gets himself out of a tight spot, wheels around, slots it through, trying to play it in for Chouanier, who claims that he was held. Referee Kevin Stott disagreeing with that assessment, however. Remember, keep it right here on Galaxy Radio while the post-game show will get you caught up on all the other scores in MLS. Take a look back at this, our player of the game, and the stats. It's all coming up on our post-game show right here on Galaxy Radio.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife.
Tyder apologized for the technical difficulties. Free kick here, much to the chagrin of the fans. First switch tonight, Efrain Alvarez will come on to relieve Uriel Antuna, who has the match winner. Good shift from Antuna, and not a bad option for Efrain Alvarez. So Alvarez checks in. Doesn't have the pace. He has a wonderful delivery of the ball, and he's full of all kinds of belief. Fell into the bad graces of head coach Guillermo Barros Escaloto after being sent off against the Portland Timbers for kicking a ball at opposing player. Meanwhile, Lovett's going right back to work inside the Galaxy half, down this left-hand side. Tighter. And Efrain Alvarez finally getting his first touch. 17-year-old. What's it like going to high school and then playing your football with one of the players that will go down as one of the best of all time in Zlatan Ibrahimovic? Sometime I'm sure he's pinching himself. The Galaxy, though, going right back to work. Great play, great movement down the right. As Araujo hit it low and hard, it required the attention of Rudy Camacho. It will come out for a Galaxy corner kick. Corner number 6. One more, and it will be curtains for Montreal. Jonah Dos Santos to take it, and he's in no big hurry. On the 85th. And Jonah curls one on the outswinger. Steris did well to meet it, but he couldn't keep it down. He used his big frame, Daniel Steris, to rise above all others. Steris already with a hand, scoring 3 times this year. And at one point was the second leading goal scorer on this team. It's good to see the Galaxy kind of alleviating that one-dimensional aspect of their attack. It was usually feast or famine. Zlatan scores more times than not. The Galaxy taking something positive, but when he does it, it's been rather much of a famine for them. Baya trying to get in. Polenta says no. Comes off the Uruguayan. Corner kick number 4 coming up here for the visitors. Montreal trying to live to fight another day. They played one more game to the Galaxy, still left on their schedule. Next Sunday at home to Atlanta, before ending at home against the Red Bulls on the 6th. On the outswinger from Tyder, finds its way to Sanya, swept to safety by Diego Polenta. And now a chance to break. Head up from Pavone. Is there another thrust to put this one out of reach? As it finds its way to Alvarez, drifts out of play. Throw in for LA. Trying to kill off this match. David Romney with the throw. As I mentioned, the Galaxy with the victory, closing in on the upper half of the Western Conference standings. They can leapfrog Real Salt Lake and move into third place. But here comes Maya, the substitute, met head-on by Diego Polenta. And no doubt about the timing of his challenges. He is as rough and sturdy as they come, which you would expect out of a Uruguayan defender. They make them rugged down in South America. Baya, Lapalainen, tighter. A little bit of space. Here's Bakary Sagna now for the Montreal Impact, trying to look for a late equalizer. He wouldn't put it past him. Put together some slick passing moves, especially here in the second half. The substitute Chouanier as well as Baya have had a positive influence. Here comes Ibra as it breaks for the Swede. Near side crosses, and it's met by Camacho. Strange decision by Zlatan Ibrahimovic to cross that. He could have easily gone to the corner flag on the 88th minute. And now back to the other end it goes. Oroji Akwankwo, who's got a sea of white in front of him. Clement Baya arrives on this right-hand side. He's supported by Mathieu Chouanier, who will reverse course and switch it out for Lovitz. Tighter pulling the strings tonight. Did really well to shield off Sebastian Lletget. Baya races to the end line, and once again the positioning of Diego Polenta. I tell you what, he reads these moves and he reads the attack better than any Galaxy defender right now. Doesn't have that natural pace, but he makes up for it with his astute positioning. That's why he was brought back into professional football after being sent into the wilderness following his time in his native country with Nacional. Took him a while to get into the swing, had a rough start, but he's back in good form right now, and they defend that corner kick rather well. And it comes out wide for Christian Pavon. Trying to hit on the break. It's a 2v3. Pavon head down, trying to get the better of Piet. Slips in the end, and Piet wins that 1v1. Did well to stand up. Hasn't been the best night for Pavon. Not for lack of trying. Final minute plus added on time as all eyes look to Thomas Snyder, the fourth official. The big switch out on the right, deep into the Galaxy defensive third. Sanya's cross met by Daniel Steres. Well won by the Galaxy central defender. He really encounters a lot of criticism, but he's been the model of consistency throughout. Sure, he's had a few mistakes. Back to the other end, it's Pavon trying to ice it around one. Pavon! Just high. Hasn't had his shooting boots on, has he? Well, easily forgiven when you're up 2-1. 3 minutes will be added on. Second substitution upcoming now. It will be Joe Corona coming off. His replacement will be Servando Carrasco. Carrasco having to deputize. I mentioned the injury to Fabio Alvarez, a little thin in central midfield. I haven't seen a lot of Perry Kitchen. He's missed out on the last 7 games, including tonight. So Carrasco next on the depth chart. Alvarez expected back. Perhaps he will make the trip to Real Salt Lake. He's expected to be evaluated on Monday. Second substitution tonight for Guillermo Berros Esqueloto as the Galaxy closing in on a big win. Trying to manage this match, but still some unfinished business as Fanny sends it forward. Camacho now for Sami Piet, back to Radfani. Ten behind it for Los Angeles. Tighter centers. Oh, it's acres of space. Time for Baya. Couldn't control it with his first touch. Very poorly taken. Camacho locates the problematic Lapalainen. Plays it for Lovitz. Deflection in. Araujo heads clear the penalty area, but it drops to the feet of Lassi Lapalainen. Impressive player is Lapalainen. Dropped into a little bit of a deeper role tonight as Aquanco has taken up the spearhead of the attack for the time being. We head into the final minute of stoppage time. Schwanier and Fobaya, the two substitutes combining, cross in and held in the end by David Bingham. We've had some good movement, some crisp passing. Final third inside the box. It's left a bit to be desired from Montreal. Have had their chances, and they really should have put about 4 or 5 up. Chiefly amongst them is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Araujo. Still some unfinished business, as I mentioned. Alvarez, he can play one, but right to the feet of the defense. Camacho sends it right back to Efrain Alvarez. He's shielded away by Bakary Sagna. Seconds left, all eyes looking to Kevin Stott. Puts his hand up. That one fired. And that's going to do it. 93 minutes in the books. It's back-to-back wins for the Los Angeles Galaxy for the first time in 5 months. And the Galaxy have gone from 8th to 3rd in the space of 10 days as they move to within 2 points of second-place Seattle Sounders, solidifying themselves in the MLS Cup playoff race. Now 4 points clear of that last playoff spot. The postseason looking very likely. So full time here. Ian Carson, goals from Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Uriel Antuna leading the Galaxy to victory 2-1 over Montreal. Stay with us. The postgame show is next on Galaxy Radio.
LA Galaxy is presented by Herbalife. Nutrition for a better life. And Toyota. Let's go places.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, healthcare, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal: your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
It's time. Time for superior performance, for unmatched reliability, for big savings on the best-selling cars in Southern California. It's time for Toyota's Clearance Countdown. Take advantage of great deals on all 24 Toyota models, like the sporty Camry, the fuel-efficient Prius, and the rugged Tacoma. If you're looking for the best offers, your timing could not be better. But hurry, Toyota's Clearance Countdown won't last forever.
Buying a car is a big deal. Performance, reliability, safety, there are a lot of factors to consider. Fortunately, there's buyatoyota.com. With buyatoyota.com, you can locate a dealer, compare models, set up a test drive, and check out all current offers. It's the only official site for your Southern California Toyota dealers. So when you're looking to buy a new car, buyatoyota.com.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
Happy times in Carson, California. The LA Galaxy get their 15th win of the season and move up to third place in the Western Conference. 4 points clear of that final playoff position. 2-1 winners over the visiting Montreal Impact, who remain winless since entering Major League Soccer in games played here in Carson. Tonight, the goal scorer, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, taking advantage of a broken play and a misclear just after the half-hour mark. The leveler came from Lassi Lapalainen just 2 minutes after a half-time. But then just 2 minutes after that, it was Uriel Antuna taking on a lovely ball from Zlatan Ibrahimovic to make it 2-1. The fifth goal of the season for the Mexican, proving to be the match winner, and enough to get the Galaxy back-to-back wins for the first time since April 19th. Happy to have you along. This is the Postgame Show here on Galaxy Radio. Time now for the man of the match, which is brought to you by Herbalife Nutrition. Herbalife, nutrition for a better life. Let's give some love to Jonathan Dos Santos. Sure, there's a guy named Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Sure, he scored 27 goals. Sure, he's just 1 point behind Carlos Vela in the MLS Golden Boot race. But the man who provided the steals, provided all of the coverage, and did the dirty work mopping up in the center of the park with Jonathan Dos Santos. Timeless, time and time again, tracking back, winning balls, initiating these counterattacks, which proved to be the undoing. He indeed was the glue tonight, and it was a wonderful performance, especially in the first half for the former Villarreal man, as the Galaxy march on to victory and really build their confidence after what was that resounding win on Sunday over Sporting Kansas City. So a job well done. Hey, it wasn't without flaws, however. The Galaxy did have their moments of vulnerabilities, and it came in typical circumstance, leaving some holes at the back. But I have to say, the one change tonight from the team that won against Sporting Kansas City, Julian Araujo, and didn't the 18-year-old teenager fill in well for the suspended Rolf Felcher, providing ample coverage at the back, strong in the tackle, and actively involved, helping to get things going in the attacking half and providing a good link from defense to midfield, and in turn involving himself in some runs, even as far as inside the Montreal penalty area. So congratulations to Julian Araujo, and it leaves a little bit of a selection conundrum perhaps for Guillermo Barros Escaloto. Remember, this is one of those weeks where the Galaxy had 3 games inside the space of 8 days. Wednesday, they get set for a trip to Real Salt Lake, just a short little hopper for them, and then returning home on Sunday to take on the already eliminated Vancouver Whitecaps. Now, speaking of Vancouver, they found themselves 1-1 against the Columbus Crew tonight in a draw in British Columbia. Atlanta United 3-1 victors over San Jose Earthquakes, and that is a big win for the LA Galaxy that keeps Mateus Almeida's team a little bit at bay. A side note to that, Josef Martinez limping off injured in that affair. FC Cincinnati, the late flurry, and their new head coach goalless against the Chicago Fire, and that puts their playoff hopes in serious peril. The New England Revolution and Bruce Arena continue to be positive. No goals against Real Salt Lake in a 0-0 draw at Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts, and it was the Houston Dynamo. They were the big winners tonight, along with the Galaxy, 2-1 as they came back from a goal down with 2 goals in the last 20 minutes. It was Albert Ellis on the assist from Christian Ramirez, and then Ramirez 3 minutes later on the 73rd getting the match winner. And as the Houston Dynamo keeping themselves in the thick of the playoff hunt. And of course, Sporting Kansas City were comfortably out in front 2-0, but ultimately losing to Robin Fraser. Yes, Robin Fraser's back, and he has resurrected Colorado. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they're going to finish with a flourish and an upward note. 3-2 winners in Kansas City, as it looks to be all but lost for SKC in their quest to make the playoffs. Elsewhere, LAFC coming back from a goal down at home across town in a 1-1 draw against Toronto SC. Tsubasa Endo opening things up for the visitors after 20 minutes, but a penalty kick from Carlos Vela with his 29th goal of the season puts him 2 in front of Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and a share of the points for LAFC, who are just flat out running away with the Western Conference. And of course the Galaxy rounding out the 8-game schedule tonight. 2-1 winners. As we look at the standings right now, and here's what it means. Just 3 games left for the Los Angeles Galaxy. 2 points adrift the Seattle Sounders, and they find themselves level on points with Minnesota United. But the first tiebreaker being matches won, the Galaxy with 15 victories, Minnesota United with 14, and the Galaxy also taking a step further, upping their goal differential to 1. You may remember entering the SKC game, it came in at -4, so they've really made up some ground and put themselves in fine position in the MLS postseason. Rounding out the rest of the playoff spots, Real Salt Lake at the end of Saturday in the 5th position. After that goalless draw, they failed to take advantage. They are 1 point adrift of both the Galaxy and Minnesota United, and on 44 points, 4 behind the Galaxy and Minnesota. The San Jose Earthquakes level with FC Dallas, but it's San Jose holding the tiebreaker with 13 wins compared to FC Dallas's 12. As a side note here, more drama coming tomorrow as the Portland Timbers can move back into the top 7 as they get set for a big home clash against Minnesota United FC, who have a game in hand on the Galaxy, and they can recapture the 3rd position. Portland, with a win, can move up to 46 points and move as high as the 6th position, overtaking San Jose and FC Dallas. But a lot of soccer remains to be seen. On the other side of things in the Eastern Conference, it's the Montreal Impact. It's pretty much as you were, even though there's a reshuffling. The Impact coming in the 9th position by day's end, 4 points adrift now of New England, who have taken that final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference over the Chicago Fire. What a difference Bruce Arena has made since taking the reins in June, and he just might steer the New England Revolution into the postseason. It's looking good as they have 3 games left, 3 points clear of both the Chicago Fire and 4 points clear of the Montreal Impact. So indeed, all in all, a positive night for the Galaxy, who just may have really turned a corner. Positive notes, aside from the back-to-back wins, Rolf Felcher returns on Wednesday from suspension, and we just may see the introduction of Roman Alessandrini following knee surgery in April. He will be evaluated along with Fabio Alvarez, who could also play a part. So indeed, still some late drama. 3 games left, all against Western Conference opponents. That's going to do it for me. I've talked much too long enough on behalf of the entire crew and all the great people here at Dignity Health Sports Park. This is Christian Miles signing off. Once again, the final score, the LA Galaxy 2, the Montreal Impact 1, tonight on Galaxy Radio. Good night, everybody.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Want more for less? Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig, all with free nationwide talk and text. Call 855-535-7732. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 855-535-7732. Savings based on comparison of single-line unlimited plans amongst major national carriers as of 10/21/18. Visit spectrum.com for offer restrictions and details.
Toyota's 2019 clearance countdown is on, which means now's the time for incredible factory cash back on our most popular models. Get $3,500 back on the Avalon and the 86, $3,000 on Tundra and Avalon Hybrid Electric, $2,000 on Camry and Prius, $1,500 on a Camry Hybrid Electric or Toyota CHR. But hurry, Toyota's clearance countdown ends soon. Excludes TRD Pro. Must take delivery from 2019 new car dealer stock by midnight September 30th.
A car's value is more than its price tag. That's why every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. Toyota Care covers factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Plus 24-hour roadside assistance and lockout protection. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. See dealer for details and exclusions. And drive with peace of mind.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
Dignity Health is the official health care partner of the LA Galaxy at Dignity Health Sports Park. Our doctors and nurses look for the healing effects of human kindness every day at our Southern California hospitals. St. Mary in Long Beach, Northridge Hospital, California Hospital in downtown LA, St. Bernardine, and Community Hospital of San Bernardino. Learn about emergency services, health care, and healthy babies at dignityhealthcare.org/SoCal.
Of a single game, LA Galaxy players will spend 90 minutes fighting for the ball, going on goal, sprinting, sliding, jogging backwards, running almost 7 miles, while maintaining an average heart rate of 160 beats per minute. And they'll perform at this world-class level 31 times a year, powered by Herbalife Nutrition, the official nutrition company of the LA Galaxy. To power up like a pro, contact your Herbalife independent distributor or visit Herbalife.com today.
Every time you close your laptop, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your to-do list is to do one less thing, a Corona gets its lime. Every time you press pause. Every time you unwind or lose track of time, a Corona gets its lime. And every time your feet are up while the sun goes down, a Corona gets its lime. So drop a lime in and find your beach. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we have just one goal, your success. As the official education partner of the LA Galaxy, we're dedicated to helping the entire LA Galaxy family succeed, and that includes their fierce, diehard fans. Choose from over 200 online degree programs and gain the skills and expertise you need to succeed in your field. Visit snhu.edu/LA Galaxy.
Alcatel, the official smartphone partner of LA Galaxy, presents Onyx, a smartphone with the latest tech features at a great price. Enjoy sharp photos with dual rear cameras, enhanced security features with fingerprint and facial recognition, up to 32 gigabytes of storage, and the battery built to last. This beautifully designed smartphone with suede texture finish and expansive 5.5-inch full-view display will handle all of your entertainment needs. Available at Cricket Wireless and AlcatelOnyx.com.
Want more for less? Spectrum Mobile delivers. Grab your wireless bill to compare and see how you can save up to 40% a month with our unlimited data plan for $45 a line, or our buy the gig plan for $14 a gig, all with free nationwide talk and text. Call 855-535-7732. Get Spectrum Mobile today. Call 855-535-7732. Savings based on comparison of single-line unlimited plans amongst major national carriers as of 10/21/18. Visit spectrum.com for offer restrictions and details.
LA Galaxy is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. And SNHU. See yourself succeed at snhu.edu.